Hey yo, what's up everybody? It's Zane JJ. Today we're coming back a video basically talking about the best, safest crypto exchange in 2023. And of course, in this content itself, I'm solely basically talking about Singaporean who want to access the crypto exchange out there. And of course, with the side note itself, there's affiliate links or basically link down below on the channel itself. If you want to support the channel, feel free to do so by using the affiliate links. It does not charge you additional money or whatsoever. It is just to help the channel out. And of course, you can help me by smashing the like button, subscribe to the channel, and of course turn on post notification. If let's say you're feeling more richer or whatsoever, feel free to visit my Patreon page. So before we jump into the topic talking about what is the best exchanges out there, and after that comparing side by side on exchanges fees, and after that all of the other features itself, you must know that some risk is involved with crypto exchange itself. You must know that in the crypto space itself, there is no safest exchange out there. We can see that I've listed some over here like CoinHako, Coinbase, Crypto.com, Gemini, Luno, and after that Independent Reserve, KuCoin, and PIFMax itself. These are the exchange I'm going to basically do a comparison, and after that from there you can basically do like your own statement, or let's say your own due diligence to decide which one you want to use. And of course, I would say the risk itself in the crypto space itself, you have to know that if let's say you own some cryptocurrency and you do not own the private key itself, basically you are using the custodian. People are basically holding your funds for you, like the exchanges itself holding it. And after that, hopefully, if let's say you are looking to hold your crypto for maybe 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years down the road, or even 10 years, because you believe that Bitcoin within 10 years it might go to $1 million or even $100 million, which is possible. It's just a matter of time, in my own personal humble opinion. So over here, I would say if let's say you store your coins on the exchange itself, the exchange might just collapse. And of course, when it collapses itself, there is no SDIC insurance or whatsoever insurance out there, even though it is regulated by some of the entities out there like the US, Singapore itself. They are giving it license and after everything on that. But there is no true insurance on this type of investment yet, because regulators itself, they do not know how to regulate it yet. Therefore, there is no much assurance on the crypto space. But of course, fortune favors the brave, like what they say on crypto.com. If let's say you dare to invest itself, you might make a big bucks if let's say you are investing smartly itself. So the risk itself, always get a hardware wallet out there to basically store your cryptocurrency, and of course do not lose the private keys itself. And of course, if let's say you own a hardware wallet, don't stupid go over to your Google Notes or whatsoever to save down the 24 words that this hardware wallet gives you, because if let's say you do that and you get hacked, I don't know what you're doing, man. You're just wasting another $100 to buy the hardware wallet. So if you want to buy a hardware wallet, it's all linked down below. Support it by clicking on it. So right now we're going to jump into the content itself, talking about all of these exchanges out there. We're going to compare. Number one, we're going to talk about MAS licensing. Over here, you can feel free to share this spreadsheet to your friends or family. I'm going to link it down below as well for you to do your own due diligence. So for the MAS licensing itself, we can see that CoinHako itself, there is a license number over there. So it is approved by MAS, and of course, they give them the Digital Payment Token Act itself. And after that, from there, you see Coinbase itself, it is in principle approval. Crypto.com as well, Gemini, Luno itself also on this in principle approval. And after that, from there, the Independent Reserve itself has already been issued the license number, so it is through there. And of course, on KuCoin and PIFMax itself, they are not taking part in this MAS licensing yet. And of course, they do not have like approval. So over here, if let's say the licensing / regulation itself is the key point for you to select your exchange itself, you might want to consider CoinHako, if not Luno. If not Independent Reserve, because these are the both that is regulated by MAS. And of course, you have to know that if let's say there's some regulation ongoing, there's definitely gonna be money. And of course, you can see that if let's say there is some licensing involved, definitely the exchange itself is gonna have a hefty fee. So over here, we're gonna jump into the next part itself. Is all the exchange itself, which of the exchange can do Singapore dollar towards cryptocurrency? So over here, we can see that CoinHako, Coinbase, Crypto.com, Gemini, Luno, Independent Reserve all can use Singapore dollar towards cryptocurrency. That means on the exchange itself, you can basically use your Sing dollars to trade with cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, Ethereum, US Tether. And of course, you have to know that some of the exchanges out there itself, you can't use all of this. You can't use Singapore dollars to buy any cryptocurrency, but there is some asset that they basically set aside for. Basically, if let's say you are using Crypto.com, you can only use Singapore dollars to basically purchase Bitcoin, Ethereum. But if let's say you want to buy some like to the moon coin or whatsoever that is listed over there, you can't do it because you do not have the option and they did not allow it. So the trick over here is to basically buy USDC or USDT, USDC or USDT, the stable coin, with your Singapore dollars to basically trade on other assets. So this is one of the loophole you want to call it, but of course not recommended because of hefty fee. So second, we're going to talk about the main topic over here is about trading fees. So if let's say you're a day trader, if you want to basically maximize your gains in the crypto space itself, trading fee itself is going to play a big part on everything itself. So let's dive into the trading fees. So over here on CoinHako itself, they charge basically a flat 0.3% to 0.6%. And of course, on my spreadsheet itself, if you hover over itself, it will tell you what's the explanation on this ranging fee itself. So 0.3% is for Sing dollars to a stable coin, which is they charge a low fee for that. And after that, I would say that 0.3 is still high for me, to be honest. Then after that, 0.6% on Sing dollars towards crypto trading assets. And of course, over here, we can see on Coinbase itself, they charge 0.4 to 6%. So this over here ranges because they are doing a tiered fee structure, which more I would say majority of the exchange or some of the exchange are doing. Basically, if you trade more than this amount, you're gonna get like 0% or very, very low fee. But the amount over here is insane and almost impossible for us retail to do it. So just look at the lowest, the normal fee itself, maker and taker. So to explain what is a maker and taker, easy to understand. If let's say you are a maker, that means you are opening a limit order, and after that, from there, opening a limit order means you are able to wait for your order to be filled instead of pressing the buy now. And after that, from there, you can set like maybe Bitcoin. You want to buy Bitcoin at 19,000. And you will wait for it to get filled. So you are a maker, therefore you pay lesser fee. You are contributing to the order book itself, therefore they are charging you lesser. But of course, if let's say you're just a taker, whatever is on top on the order book, you're just gonna buy it, and after that you're gonna pay additional fees. I mean like higher fees on that. And after that, on crypto.com itself, they are offering basically free. And after that, over here I would say this free word itself, if you see any crypto exchanges telling you that there's a free on this trading fee itself, please be very worried about it, because you never know what's the spread underneath the exchange itself. For crypto.com itself, it's a simple interface. You click on buy, and after that, from there, you can just buy any crypto asset that you want. If let's say you are doing like maybe $5,000 or even $10,000 worth of Sing dollars, then after that, from there, you want to buy a cryptocurrency. Crypto.com, they tell you that they charge you a 0% fee, but the spread itself is insane. So, or if let's say the spread itself is huge and insane, you are basically using $10,000 to purchase $8,000 worth of crypto. If let's say we are gonna put it in a nutshell, what is this spread all about? Basically, it's the order book itself. They do not have enough orders to cover your $10,000 buy. Therefore, I would say on crypto.com, please be careful if let's say you are going to buy like huge amount, or let's say you are doing trades on low liquidity amount, like maybe you are buying some ABC coin that is not heard of. Then after that, you can buy it over there, but there is not much liquidity / volume in the market itself. Therefore, you have to be worried about that. And after that, do not buy huge amount. Do a test order of like 100 or something. Or if let's say I would say if you're gonna purchase like high amounts itself, feel free to use other exchanges out there that is offering. So over here, Gemini itself is quite low, 0.2% to 0.4%, but you have to activate the active trader fee itself, basically the active trader, which is the advanced interface. I would say recommend you to learn this. If let's say even though you're gonna do like a dollar cost averaging out there itself, feel free to learn the advanced interface itself we're gonna talk about. Then over here, Gemini itself is also doing this tiered structure, so we can look at it's a low 0.2 and of course 0.4. Then on Luno itself is charging a very, very insane amount for you to buy it, to basically trade on the exchange, 0.75. If let's say you are using their Luno SGD wallet, it's 0.75, which is crazy insane. And after that, 3.5%, if let's say you do not want to link your bank or whatsoever, you just feel that, oh, I can use my credit card or use my debit card. And of course, you are going to lose out straight up. If let's say you buy $100 worth of crypto, you are going to instantly lose $3.50 on your single trade on using card itself. So not recommended to do so. And on independent reserve itself, they are using 0.5% flat for maker and taker. Then after that, 200k and above, you are going to get the lowest fee of 0.02. So I would say not really possible. If let's say you are doing, if let's say you have 200k itself, you won't be using this type of exchanges with high fees itself. Instead, you will be switching out towards like maybe KuCoin or FIFMax itself, because these exchanges itself, they are offering you only 0.1%. And of course, there's future market as well for FIFMax itself, also 0.1%. So these two exchanges itself, if you're going to do like high insane volume itself, you will basically consider these two other options itself to use it, because regardless of what, even though it's regulated or not regulated, your funds is not insured. So it doesn't matter where you play your funds with, but of course, do not store it on the exchange to basically store your funds. If you're going to do trading, yes, you can leave the funds for trading, but over there, I would say, please withdraw your funds if let's say you feel that you're uncomfortable storing so much money on a single exchange itself. So we're going to talk about the advanced interface, which I would say very important for me itself as a DCA trader or maybe YouTuber or whatever you want to call me. So I would say that this advanced interface itself, if let's say I see the exchange without this advanced interface, to be honest, I do not recommend it to everybody. But over here, for the sake of simplicity, and of course for you guys who are still learning, I would say if let's say you want to use the option, the tradings itself, without the advanced interface itself, feel free to do so. It's just a simple click, few clicks to buy and after that sell. But over here on CoinArco, they do not have this advanced interface. Crypto.com does not offer it. Luno does not offer it as well. It is not available in Singapore, but if let's say you are in other country, you will be able to access the Luno advanced interface. Over here on Gemini and after that all the other exchange over here, KuCoin, PIFMax and Coinbase itself, they do offer this advanced interface. So advanced interface meaning you can see on the chart itself. Advanced interface looks something like that. Basically, you can see the order book itself, you can see the spread, and after that, from there, you can determine if this exchange has liquid or no liquid to basically trade on. Then after that, you can basically do some like additional option like limit order, market order, conditional order, and after that, many more weird funny option out there. But over here, I would say, let's say you're going to do DCA or whatsoever, you can just go and learn what is the PWAP, basically the total weighted average. Yeah, my bad. It's basically the asset time weighted average price itself. For this, if let's say you're gonna do DCA itself, it is good to use this TWAP out there to basically determine your order. And after that, from there you can use like a market order if you want to. Then after that, we're gonna jump into the next one, basically talking about the fiat deposit and of course withdrawal fees. For those who are concerned, if let's say you can put your money in, but you cannot take your money out or it's too expensive to do so. So over here, we're gonna talk about CoinArco first. They do a $0 free transfer itself, but if let's say you are using StraightX, they are going to charge you 0.55%. Basically, they say it's charged by StraightX, and of course, over here, the next one is Coinbase. Coinbase over here, they do like a free withdrawal and after the deposit as well. So over here on CoinArco itself, forget to mention the withdrawal fee is $2 flat, regardless where you're going to do it. Basically, over here, StraightX itself is I think 0.55, but of course, if you use their interbank itself, it's going to be $2. But using their interbank itself, there might be some delays for your funds to top up, therefore you're going to wait. So they charge you $0 on that. And of course, Coinbase itself is a flat $0 for fast transfer. If let's say you're going to do other way with payment itself, it is going to be chargeable. And after that, over here, I would say deposit itself must be from your own account that you registered with Coinbase. Do not use your joint account, or let's say you do not use like third parties like Wise, Revolut, Google Pay or GrabPay itself to do the deposit, because it will not go through and you will have trouble receiving back your funds and there might be some charges occurred. And for Crypto.com itself, they do a 0% on all the fast network itself. Same logic itself, do not use other people's bank account or some third party app itself to do the transfer, just use your own freaking bank account to do so. Then Gemini itself is also free. Then Luno itself, they do a free deposit. I mean, deposit itself, who would want to charge money? But wait, there's something there. So over here, we can see that the withdrawal itself is $0 to $2 depending on what you do on, what you withdraw on. If let's say you're using StraightX or Xfirst, they're going to charge you a $2 fee if I'm not wrong. And after that, if let's say this over here is $0, if you're going to use that interbank. If let's say you use the independent reserve itself, over here we can see there's a flat deposit fee itself. If let's say you deposit less than $1,000, yeah, they are going to charge you a 2.5% processing fee. And after that, from there, you can see they are charging high a 0.45% for accounts starting with 001179. Unsure about that, but over here, if you want to use independent reserve, make sure to only deposit $1,000 and above to basically be eligible for this free deposit. And after that, withdrawal itself, over here, they do charge a withdrawal fee. Basically, over here for Sing dollars, fast itself is $1.50. And after that, other waiver option itself is going to be $25 and plus. And of course, if let's say you're going to use DBS USD, you can get a lower rate of $1.5, but just use Sing dollar to withdraw and offers the cheapest option. Then after that, KuCoin itself and PIFMax itself, they do not support Sing dollars towards crypto itself, therefore it's blanked out. Then we're gonna talk about the crypto withdrawal limits. Now this is the main part that you want to know itself, because if let's say you are a person going to invest balls deep into crypto itself, if let's say you are a retail investor but you are a whale with like $50,000 or even $200,000 to play in the crypto market, you want to buy and hodl, you must be thinking like, okay, so I can just straight away buy 100,000 worth of crypto. So when you want to withdraw it, then now you know that, oh shit, there's a limit. So now the limit itself, we can see that on CoinArco itself, they support 66 type of cryptocurrency to basically trade on. But over here, you can happily just deposit your funds. Then you want to do trading itself. Please note that daily itself, they have a 50k withdrawal limit on crypto. And of course, monthly itself, 250k, which I would say normally we guys won't hit it unless you are freaking rich and you are a whale. And over here, we can see they do this type of rolling type of like withdrawals itself. If let's say you withdraw on basically on 7 a.m. on 13th of November. Then after that, the monthly reset will be on the 7 a.m. of 14 December. So this is how they do their reset itself. So take note if let's say you want to use CoinHako, but over here you have to know that not all cryptocurrency is available for withdrawal, because some of the crypto asset out there, they are only trade only crypto, so they are just trading paper. Technically Coinbase, CoinHako, they do not own the asset, I believe, so they just allow you to trade on it to basically do some speculation on their market itself. Then over here on Coinbase itself, they do not have I can't find any supporting document telling us that there's a withdrawal limit. So I assume that the withdrawal limit itself is unlimited, and of course you can do 200 over crypto exchange cryptocurrency out there on Coinbase, and crypto.com itself, they support 250 plus cryptocurrency, and after that over here there's a limit. So for the monthly withdrawal for non-custodian wallet itself, basically this is the part where we want to talk about. If let's say I already mentioned to you that if you want to buy crypto, use your hardware wallet. So your hardware wallet falls under this non-custodian wallet, and after that, crypto.com itself, they are basically telling you that, oh, you can't really handle your funds, therefore I'm gonna do a limit on your withdrawal itself for 20,000 Sing dollars. And of course, if let's say you are gonna send it to another exchange to store your funds, they believe so that the exchange can store it properly for you, therefore they do an unlimited withdrawal limit on their custodian wallets. So take note. And of course for Gemini itself, there is a slight delay, and after that I would say they support around 90 plus cryptocurrency, which is fair enough. There's quite a lot of crypto out there, and there's like tons of shit coins. Then over here on Gemini, there's some delay. You have to know that if let's say you are new to the exchange and after that you just entered your new hardware wallet address into Gemini itself, you will need to wait for a 7 days approval before withdrawing your crypto. So take note over here, not saying that Gemini will just shut down if you started trading with them, and after that on the 6th day you want to withdraw or you're waiting, it's just shut down. I mean, there's risk to that, and after that, if let's say that happen itself, you must be sibei suay. So I will say that highly likely it will not happen. But over here, this is one of the note that you want to know of on Gemini itself, on their withdrawal of cryptocurrency. Make sure to add all of your cryptocurrency address on Gemini itself before you trade on it. And after that, once you want to buy or sell, just wait for 7 days later when it's approved to withdraw. Then you start trading. I mean, like this sounds more logical. Then on Luno itself, you can see that they only support like 8 cryptocurrency to trade on. Then over here, there's a limit as well. If you are level 2, basically submitted your IC like this, then after that with the paper, once you've done that, you can basically be level 2. Then after that, you will have a 12k withdrawal daily limit, and monthly itself is 60,000. Then for level 3 itself, I believe you have to submit your like proof of asset or proof of funds, that where do you get this money from, then how can you like afford to buy so much crypto. Then they allow you to withdraw more crypto on daily basis, and of course level 3 monthly basis. Then on independent reserve itself, so far I do not see like there's a limit on their article itself, and they do not provide such information. Therefore, I would say that for the crypto withdrawal itself, I believe there is no limit on independent reserve. But over here, they only support like 30 plus cryptocurrency, and on KuCoin itself is 200 Bitcoin flat. Withdrawal limit, daily, monthly, whatever it is, it's just 200 Bitcoin for daily limits. Then they support like a freaking tons of 700 cryptocurrency that is available in the market, because crypto market itself, there's 9,000 over coins. KuCoin try to support everything. Then after that, Fifthman itself also have a larger cryptocurrency support. Then after that, there's no information on the daily withdrawal, so I believe it's unlimited. So next part itself is the final part that you want to think of before you put your money in the crypto exchange or use the exchange itself. It is called the crypto proof of reserve. Number one, over here on CoinHako itself, they do not really have a proof of reserve, because I believe they are doing some paper trading, and of course they have the license with MAS. So I think that they feel that they do not need to give it to the users itself, therefore there is no reserve found. Then after that, Coinbase itself, yes, they do have this proof of reserve, but it is with the US SEC itself. Is one of the filing that they done over here, the Security Exchange Commission. So they are a regulated company in the US. I mean, not regulated, but under the eyes of SEC. Then after that, I would say it's much more safe if you want to think of that in the opinion itself. Then after that, you can get like a $10 free if let's say you sign up on Coinbase. Crypto.com itself, they do have a proof of reserve, and it is on CoinMarketCap. You can click on it if you want to. Then after that, you will get a $25 free if let's say you sign up on the Ruby card itself, but I will not recommend you to get it, because technically it is not much to get this card itself. then I mean like not much incentive to do so. Then over here on Gemini itself, you can use they have this proof of reserve on their web page itself. Then after that you can get $10 as well. Then on Luno itself, yes, they do also have their proof of reserve, basically telling you that whatever funds that we have and after whatever funds that you are holding, you are safe, that you are assured that this basically you have 1-to-1 on your crypto itself and you can withdraw anytime you want. This is what they're telling you on this proof of reserve. Then independent reserve itself, not yet since November 17, 2022 on the blog article that they have published itself. They say that they will do a proof of reserve itself, your asset is safe. This is just words, so I would say that words itself can't be trusted because FTX itself once said this as well. Then after that it just boom, poof, gone. And after that all my money is gone as well. Not all, but some of it. So over here you can see that this is what they are assuring you. So they are basically working on a product to this proof of reserve. So please take note of that if let's say you are wary about the crypto industry. And after KuCoin itself, they do have it. PIFMax, they do have it as well. But over here on KuCoin and PIFMax itself, they are offering a very high sign-up bonus. So if let's say you want to trade your cryptocurrency itself, feel free to buy your crypto on the regulated exchange if you want to be safe about that. But of course, if you want to save fees and of course you're gonna do like day trading itself, you should basically do it on the KuCoin or PIFMax. So final thoughts about this whole spreadsheet itself, feel free to share with your friends. If you want to know more about it, you can hop over and after that read the information that I've input on this spreadsheet. And I would say that if let's say you are just going to do like buy, sell DCA, regardless of what itself, you have to look at the crypto withdrawal fees itself, which I have not mentioned over here because crypto withdrawal fee itself is very hard to mention. And after that over here, it is dynamic fees. So some of the exchange out there, they do it like, oh, the minus fee. And some of the exchange do it like, oh, I'm going to rip you off fee. So basically what is I'm going to rip you off fee is basically the exchange telling you that to withdraw Ethereum, it's a fixed 0.01. Something like that. And after that, you check on the gas fee itself, it is only like $1 or $2. But why are they charging like $10, $20 for that withdrawal? So this is the I'm going to rip you off fee. And after that, from there, you have to go and look into all the exchange once again to basically see which exchange you want to use to basically trade your cryptocurrency on. And of course, if let's say you're going to do dollar cost averaging monthly itself, what I would advise or recommend you itself, I would say this is financial advice. If you're going to buy any cryptocurrency on any crypto exchange, always must withdraw your funds if let's say you feel uncomfortable holding that amount in the crypto exchange. If let's say $1,000 is too much for you, every time you hit $500, just withdraw it out of the exchange and store it in your hardware wallet. And of course, a hardware wallet itself is going to cost you like over here, how much is that? On Ledger itself, it's going to cost you $100+. For Trezor itself, it's going to cost you almost $100 as well plus shipping. So these are the two that I recommend, basically Trezor or Ledger, to basically decide on which one you want to get on. So yeah, I've come to the end of the video. If you like the video, feel free to subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and after that I would say I'm gonna see you on the next one. Bye bye, peace.